All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this lovely Thursday. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back, everybody. All right. Good morning, Bonnie, Grant. Good to see you. Chuck, Keith, everyone. Michael, Dean, Donnie, everyone on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Welcome aboard. So what do we got going on today? Looks like we're down about 80 points in the market. What a great rally we had yesterday. We were up 900 points. Listen, some states are opening up. Some states are still trying to hold us down. I mean, I'm here in New York. It's ridiculous. I was just out yesterday. Met a bunch of business owners. They are fuming. I mean, they're telling you, like, what in the hell? Why can't we open up? New York is in real big trouble. I can tell you that right now. So listen, I don't know why they don't want to open up this economy. Certain places should, some places don't. A lot of people want to abide by it. Somebody made a really good comment. One of my friends owns a restaurant in the city. He made a really good comment. I want to share with you. He's like, you know about this whole social distancing thing that they're talking about? This whole social distancing, 6 feet. But why, when you go to the hospital, why aren't the nurses 6 feet distancing? And we're not wearing masks sometimes. You see them and listen, they're doing a great job. And God bless them. They're all angels, all of them, the doctors and first responders. But my point is, it's okay for them to do it. I know they're saving lives, but they're trying to tell us that we can't do it. And a lot of people listen, and they're in the heart of getting the virus, they're taking care of people. But meanwhile, we can't. Listen, I know it's a great tragedy, whatever, but listen, we got to get to work. This economy is getting crushed, and and forget about just the stock market in general. I mean, they're just saying a lot of companies are going to go out of business. I mean, really is going to be a major problem. But it's Ron, whatever it is, they have to stop, and it's do you love the country or do you don't love the country? Ron, I mean, that's really what it comes down to it. I mean, it's really, really, really bad. I mean, I know there are people around the world that are listening in, but I'm here every day in New York. I'm very, very fortunate for being in the right business, because now everyone's realizing, hey, let's do Zoom. What do we need? Let's do a Zoom meeting, or let me learn how to trade. Why not? I mean, I'm home now. I lost my job. So, we've been doing okay. You can see our numbers been doing fine, but the rest of the world, I mean, the theaters, the hotels, I mean, it's really bad. But the stock market is starting to see some other states moving up, starting to step up. Now, if we just can get Illinois and California and New York to open up, I mean, we'll probably be up about another 3,000 points, maybe 4,000 points. But every day goes by, we're losing not millions, but billions and billions of dollars in sales tax revenue and everything else. It's going to get really, really bad. But anyway, regarding about that, I'll tell you what the big news is all about this morning, which I've been telling you here every day for several months. Let's talk about Luckin Coffee. Yesterday, we killed it in Luckin Coffee. It finally opened up after getting halted for a month now, right? Literally got halted for forever. For over a month, it got halted. It was longer than that. It opened up and we killed it. And this time, I wasn't as greedy as I was last time. I had a huge profit when it got crushed that time, and I rode it from 4 to 10. It dropped down to 7, and still made a lot of money on it, but lost almost half what I really could have made. But this time, I got out right at the highs, right around 340. I jumped in around 240, bought several thousand shares of it. Big block of it. It was an easy stock to get through it. But anyway, listen, look where it is today. But my point to you is this. What was I telling you a while ago? News just came out that Baidu is going to be, I think the exchange says they're going to delist it. Let me bring this up. BIDU. There we go. So you could see Baidu took a huge drop just here from 107 down to 100. So I told you this, that this whole coronavirus that's going on right now, and I know they're blaming, China's getting most of the blame for it and everything else. I could just tell you this. I'm more concerned about the repercussions, because, when you're sick and, and you're you know where you got sick, but you know what? That's not your concern right now. Your concern is, let me just get better. And then when I get better, you know, I'll take care of it later. Or let's just say, God forbid, you got beat up by somebody, right? And you want to go back and go and retaliate. But you can't because you're injured. Well, I'm really concerned about what's going to happen after effect, because like you could see just now, this is just the beginning of now they're going to delist all these Chinese companies. And I said they play by totally separate rules, that they can't audit them. And what I'm telling you, as traders, what's good for us is that we could short them. We could short them. I don't know what these big ones, but there's a lot of them. There's Alibaba. Alibaba's there. I mean, you could see that one. IQ. That one I'll be concerned about all of them. GSX. I mean, imagine you buy these stocks. I mean, GSX got really bad news this morning. Really, really, really bad news from what I heard from yesterday to today. But could you imagine like owning the stock and then it starts trading in the Shanghai exchange? How are you going to do that? So be really, really careful trading any of these stocks. All right. But I really think you could probably see some big retaliation once we get past this coronavirus. But these stocks right here, I told you this. Unfortunately, for us to trade LK, we did great on it yesterday. We did great. And I know, like I keep saying it, they're a copycat of Starbucks. They even try to steal their recipe and everything else. But listen, we know what China's all about. But the thing is, we made money trading it, and that's all it comes down to it. That's all it came down to it. Now, do I own it now? No. Why would I own it? We're day traders. Day traders just in and out. I was done at 10 a.m. this morning when I was trading that stock, and everyone saw that pretty well. All right. Now, there were a couple other stocks that did make some moves. And before we start going through the watch list, because there are a pretty decent bunch of stocks that are moving. By the way, I know one of you guys did mention in the trading room. Yes, the stock market is closed on Monday. Okay. It is Memorial Day. It's a day of remembrance for all the people that sacrificed their life here in the United States. So remember, it's not a day off for 3-day week, because basically every week's been it's been a 3-day week. But yes, we are closed, and that's one of the reasons. And by the way, like I said yesterday, always want to thank our veterans for sacrificing their lives to giving us a better future and a better life here in the United States. So thank you for your service. Now, regarding about what else was trade yesterday, there were a lot of other stocks that made some big moves. I told you this before. I'm not a fan. We had a big run up. Here's that other Chinese stock that had a big run up too. Went from $1 to $1.90. That one did well too. What else did we trade yesterday? CLSK was another one that did really, really nice. That one was just like phenomenal. That one just kept going up. $1.50 to $3. That was a really nice move. SRNE. That one also great move. This one was really, really interesting because yesterday it was kind of awkward because we were trading it yesterday. Actually, let me fix the screen so everyone could see a little bit better on the YouTube channel. So anyway, SREE was really interesting because it traded like in the middle of the day, and we were like, and I called it out around 11 o'clock. And us day traders, we really don't trade after like 10:30, 11. And then we'll come back around, like we'll do the afternoon meeting at 2:30. And then we usually trade like the last 30 minutes, especially yesterday was a classroom day for here at CyberTradingu University students. But when you were in class, I mean, I'm looking at this thing, I think it just kept going up and up and up and up. And it did a little shake, it went up, did a little shake, it went up, and it got really volatile. And we were actually watching this stock. We called it out early in the morning, but she made a late run. She's kind of holding here pretty strong right now, but another pharmaceutical stock, we want to keep a close eye on it. That one did well. And the CIDM, that one just got hammered, got halted, hammered, and she's pretty much going there. But she had a big run up. This is why this is a clear example why you have to take the money and run. When you look at a stock like this going from 11 a.m. this morning, it ran from $1 all the way to $2.60, which is a huge winner. And then all of a sudden, bam, the thing drops down to $1.30. You really got crushed. You don't remember here at Cyber Trader University, we're always kind of trying to preach. You know this, cyber traders also. You don't go out there and think like this stock is going back to $50. You know what I mean? You could always buy it back because it only takes one stock like this. It's like going fishing. Yo, I'm doing great. You know what? I caught a fish. Let me try for another one. And next thing you know, you hit an iceberg. And what ends up happening? You sink and you die. So, and they goes, hopefully not die, but you ship, whatever. You lose everything. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. It's one of the biggest things that we teach. Don't get cocky and don't get greedy. It's the only reason why people fail. And it's the only reason why anyone would fail in trading. And that's one of the biggest things I preach here at Cyber Trader University. Remember, it's not about the winners. It's controlling the losses. Now, let's go about a couple of stocks that are moving this morning because we do have a couple of stocks. Okay, so this stock right here, the XTNT. If you follow me on Twitter, if you follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I talked about this stock, XTNT, this morning. And, one thing I was trying to explain is that why these stocks going up the way they do. Well, look at the orders out here. Look at all these on the level 3, huge orders everywhere. Now, she is a kind of little volatile in this morning. She did make a pop from $1.20 to $1.80, $2.80. She dropped back down to $1.80. Now she's talking about $2.30. The thing you got to be careful of this. Hold on, let me just fix the chart here so you can see a little bit better. There you go. There were only a couple of stocks that did really nice moves in pre-market. Yesterday, we had a couple of stocks. I lost money yesterday on 2 stocks, but I killed it when the market opened up. One thing you have to learn as a day trader, that you do have a sweet spot. You got to be careful. Once you get to that point, when you lose X amount of money, it's like, okay, game over. The 3 strike you're out rule. You guys know that, being students here. We talk about that in class, but I wasn't there yet. I didn't lose more than I wanted to make, and I made a big comeback on LK. But there was some stocks in pre-market that I did take a little bit of a hit. Nothing crazy. And I talked about it yesterday. And if you want to watch the video, I don't want to sit there and talk about it again. It's already been recorded. Watch yesterday's morning meeting on our YouTube channel. But you got to be careful in some of these stocks. But you know what? She's starting to make a little bit of a move right now. And I'm seeing a lot of big orders, and 9,000 share orders, 7,000. 4,000. I got a couple of 10,000s here at 250. So I'm a little concerned of this resistance levels right here. I see these big block orders. I want to see if they get executed here on time and sales. So that one also is a pretty good one. SONM. All right. So that one right there was probably the best trade so far in pre-market. I saw the stock moving already early this morning, and I called it out in the cyber group room right around 8:30, 8:35. And sure enough, if you got in about $1.10 or $1.20, you're doing pretty good because you're at $1.50, $1.60. Nice move. Really nice, gorgeous chart. All right. It's great tier sizes. The only concern I have right now is this. You notice how it stopped right here? It's not going any higher. Okay. Well, if you haven't seen right here to $1.07, you got a 38,000 share seller, 7,000. You got a lot of iceberg orders right there that are holding the stock, and that's probably explaining why the stock is having a tough time breaking that resistance. We want to see these orders get executed. Once again, time and sales, very, very important tool. I know a lot of you out there neglect using it, not because, you don't want to use it, just no one ever taught you how to set it up properly. But you know what? Everything is connected to each other. The chart, time and sales, level 3. Need to see if those orders get executed. That's how we know they're canceled orders. And please don't tell me they're fake orders, okay? All right, because they're not. ATHM is another one, E, that's moving this morning. That one popped up pretty quickly too. She's kind of flat right here. I don't know. She's on my second protocol list. SNCA, another one that had a big pop. This is what I was trying to talk about, some of these stocks with the pre-market. It's had a nice little move, and now she's starting to back off. Now, you remember the stock. Some of you remember we traded the stock in January. We went from $1.50 to $4. We killed it. But what does that candle bar look like on the daily chart? On the daily chart, not the intraday chart, the daily one. That's a short squeeze, okay? And we know we love short squeezes. Short squeezes, like we do great when it comes to a short squeeze. All right, next one on the watch list is a CLSK. That one also is moving up a little nicely, up 36%. 4.4 million shares traded. A lot of shares. Means it could take a lot to move the stock. It is a level 1 stock. I do want to point out that some of you here in the cyber group room are new here, and by the way, you guys on YouTube and Facebook are more than welcome to come and join us in that room and see what it's like during the whole hour, the whole market day. But some of you are saying, the stock is moving too fast and so on. Remember, you just signed up and you just came into the room. There are different categories of stocks that are more volatile than others. Once again, you want to play on the $5 blackjack table? Great. You want to play on the $500 blackjack table? You're in a different league of people and you're a different league of how much you're risking. And, and that's what stocks are. So there's all different categories. Here's one that's a level 1. Here's the $5 tables. You should be okay with it. So listen, you're not going to make a lot, but you're not going to lose a lot. Remember, you got to be in the game to win it, because too many of you still are on demo mode, and you got to get off this demo mode, for crying out loud. You're never going to learn. I heard the craziest thing the other day. I was talking to a student, and he says, Fausto, I took a course with this option company. And this is when I told him, and he, and I'm not going to mention any names because he knows who. Probably by me saying it, he's going to know what I'm talking about. He's listening right now, and he said, I took a course with a school, and they told me that I should be on demo mode for a year. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, a year? Wait, you're telling me a year? How are you going to make a year? What is this? A 4-year college? Listen, if you're not making money, if a doctor puts you on a prescription said you're not going to get better until a year, it's going to start kicking in, I think you better find a new doctor. All right. If you're not making money on somebody is already telling you within the first 30 days, because, you got bad habits, you got to break it. If you're doing this for a year, you better find someone else. You should not be on demo mode for more than 2 weeks. The only reason why you're practicing on demo mode is to learn the platform. That's it. After that, trade 1 share, trade 5 shares, trade 10 shares, trade 50 shares, trade 100. Don't be trading on demo mode. It's not reality, and you're just wasting your time. Okay. It's like I'm going to start joining the gym today, and I'm going to watch it on TV. And your wife goes, oh, I worked out today. Oh, really? It doesn't really look like it. Oh, yeah, I just watched on TV. Yeah, I was on for an hour. Really? What'd you do? I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to touch the weights. I'm just going to watch right now. Listen, it's stupid. It's not going to work. So I just want to bring that up because I hear that all the time. And I'm like, that's a waste of your time. ACB is another one that's moving this morning, which is moving up really nice. A lot of you guys remember this. We traded the stock a couple of days ago, and this one moved really, really nicely. You could see her from 9 to 20. She's moving again really, really nicely. I know you guys were trading it early in the cyber group room. We went from 16 at 950. Look at the thing. Just popped just recently. Some of you guys killed it, right? You see some of you guys did jump into the stock, but the stock just obviously made a really, really nice move from 16 to 17. The only issue is the stock is very volatile. This is a category 3, I would say. Maybe even 4 sometimes. So be very, very careful. Its stock has a very light liquidity out there. So it makes it very, 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 very risky. All right. Now, is that all of them? I think I got all of them. What else we got? AZN moved. Yeah, that one was really, really nice. AZN right there. A little bit more on the expensive side, but great trend, great movement, higher highs, yearly highs, really nice trend. Obviously it's also very expensive too. So I'm not really a big fan of dealing with expensive stocks. But if you are a category 4, category 5 cyber trader here at Cyber Trading University, this is definitely right up your alley. So, great call on that one. I think we're pretty much done. I think that's all. I think we got everything. I'm sorry I keep blabbering away, but I think sometimes these stories I need to share them with you because, we're if it's the coronavirus, if it's like, people getting like enough's enough. I mean, here in New York, Nassau County's allowing you to go to the beaches, but New York City won't. So all the New York City people, now New York City is fighting with Nassau County, because now these people come. It's just like, you know what? If there's a stock I could short, it definitely would be that one. It really would be. But listen, there's opportunities for all us out there to make money. What's going on every day? So instead of trying to get angry and upset about it and getting political about it or anything else, just go out there. There's no safer place to be here than in a cyber group room and being here in the morning. Let's just go out there and trade and make some money together. And you know what? What is what it is. Okay, guys, good luck today. Happy trading. Be safe. Don't forget, before we go, I've got to mention today at 12 o'clock, we have our Cyber Expo meeting that we're going to be doing. We've got 3 great speakers. Don't miss this opportunity to visit us. Just go right to our homepage at cybertradingu.com. And we have our Memorial Day deals that were going on in 2020. Feel free to browse our deals that we got going on if you want to subscribe to any of our services here at Cyber Trading University. Just always remember, guys, to be very successful in trading, you have to learn before you can earn, all right? Good luck. Happy trading. Be safe. And we'll see you for the cyber traders, we'll see you in the room. We'll try to, and like I said, cyber traders, you see something, you say something. And if everybody else, feel free to join us, learn more about Cyber Trading University, and hopefully you can start changing your career to a better one. Good luck and be safe.